How many? How many General Lees were there? You won't believe the final count. Hey gang, Paul here. Welcome esteemed fans of the Dukes of Hazzard and everyone else. Thank you for joining me on this wild ride through the history of the most famous car in TV history, the General Lee. Today we're diving into the incredible and often hilarious saga of how many General Lees were used during the show's production. And it was a lot. Buckle up and hang on, because this story is as bumpy as a ride out back of the boar's nest. First, let's talk about where all these cars came from, right? They couldn't just be bought on the corner lot. The General Lee was a '69 Dodge Charger. You probably knew that. But finding them was no easy task. The producers scoured junkyards, car lots, even private collections to find these iconic vehicles. You know, it's said that Warner Brothers would buy these Chargers and, well, for some as little as $50, which is a bargain considering they were about to be launched in the air like a car-shaped cannonball. Of course, those $50 ones took a lot of work to make them look good and run like the General Lee. All right, now, you might be wondering, how long did each General Lee last? Well, the lifespan of a General Lee was about as long as a mayfly on Boss Hogg's wall. Short and full of excitement. I get this. On average, each car lasted less than one episode. That's right, they went through about 3 cars per episode, which means the General Lee had a shorter lifespan than a carton of milk in Enos's fridge. The reason for the rapid turnover? Well, the General Lee was a stunt car superstar, as you know, performing jumps that would make Evel Knievel blush. But unlike Evel, the General Lee didn't always stick the landing. Well, Evel didn't always either, but that's another story. After each jump, the car often resembled a crumpled soda can with wheels pointing in directions that defied logic. And when a car landed hard, it was back to the junkyard to find another Charger to transform into the next General Lee. Now, let's talk numbers. Over the course of the series, they used a staggering number of General Lees, I'm telling you. Yeah, they basically had a secret assembly line churning out orange Chargers just for the show. But exactly how many? Well, it's tricky because the production got creative, even resorting to using miniature models for some stunts to save on cars and cars that were, a year or two before or after to replace the real thing. But those still count, all right? They were in big demand. They had a team of mechanics working tirelessly behind the scenes, patching up what they could and building new General Lees from the remains of old ones. I mean, it was like an automotive version of Frankenstein, his lab. But parts were swapped to replace it with other parts is what I'm saying, to keep the show on the road. All right, let's talk specific numbers. Like and subscribe if you would too, by the way. All right, after countless jumps, crashes, and rebuilds, the final tally of the General Lees used is, drum roll please, jaw-dropping 317 cars. That's right, General Lee, practically a car rental service they needed, with a penchant for destruction is what it was like. Next time you watch the Dukes of Hazzard and the General Lee soaring through the air, it might not even be the one you saw in the last scene. How crazy is that? And, make a thought for the unsung heroes when you see it. The mechanics keeping the darn things on the road and in the air over those ramps they had all over Hazzard County, just for your entertainment. All right, thanks. And remember, if you're ever in Hazzard County, keep your eyes peeled for Roscoe's Cruiser, and even more peeled for flying cars. Oh yeah, you always take the long way around the creek, huh?